Hola, hola, my name is Ramon, cosmetic formulator and sunscreen fanatic, and it's been roughly half a year now. We are almost into July at this point, basically 6 months of fun new skincare tryouts, new launches, and so I decided instead of an end of months empties, favorites, and hate it, I would just kind of recap what some, not all of them, it's not gonna be a full intensive list, but some of my favorite either product launches of this year have been so far, or some of my favorite product discoveries have been of 2021 so far, just because there's just a lot of skincare that's been released before that I'm just now discovering, and so I'm just gonna recap a few of my favorites, some highlights that I've really been enjoying behind the scenes, so that if you've been looking for some new skincare or to discover some new products, this will be the video for you. But I'm gonna tell you right now though, I'm not gonna be mentioning any sunscreens in this video just because I've done a very extensive playlist of several videos of my favorite sunscreens for any specific skin concern or skin type, or honestly just daily situation. I'll have that linked in the description box. And also if you wanna know my favorite body care of this year so far, I'll have that video linked in the description box as well. And I actually have it on this card right up here. So getting into my favorite skincare of this year so far, I'm gonna do it categorically. And we're gonna start off with cleansers. And obviously we're gonna start with the first cleanses. And my first product I'm gonna talk about, the Fermented Camellia Creamy Cleansing Oil from Naturium. I just love innovation. I love new textures. I love when brands really highlight making things fun for consumers and like really changing things up. So this isn't just like a conventional oil cleanser. This comes out looking like just clear hair gel and you're like, what is this? But then you start warming it up in your hands, applying it to your face, and once it starts to warm up, you see it really change into that really beautiful silky cleansing oil texture. My mom loves this product. If you didn't watch the video with my mom, this was one of her standout products. She just likes the experience of using it and she thinks it's so much fun. So definitely a standout. And sticking with first cleanses, I have the Deviant Cleansing Concentrate. This is just like luxury. This is expensive, I'm not gonna front, but you can actually get a couple different sizes of this. You have a smaller size, this one, and bigger, but this is an indie UK based brand, and this is just such a luxe product. It's luxe packaging. It's such an exquisite, expensive texture in my head. So when I'm feeling bad and bougie, I reach for this for sure. And this just like feels great on the skin. Super effective at just really breaking down your makeup and rinsing away, but also your skin feels so nicely plush afterwards. Definitely worth investing in if A, you want to support a small indie brand, but also you just want to live your bad bougie lifestyle. Going on to second cleanses and sticking with the indie brand theme, I have the Tecco VHS Cleanser, and this is just this is like the best of both worlds to me, just because I love a really creamy, like milky cleanser texture, but I also love a foaming cleanser, and this just kind of combines both of those. Imagine the CeraVe cleanser if it foamed or lathered like just a little bit. You have this experience, but it's a little bit more lightweight on the skin. There is blueberry oil in this, but there's just like this slight fruity like smell to it, but it just feels great on the skin. You rinse this off, your skin's just very supple and hydrated still. Super gentle on the skin, some really great skin nourishing ingredients, and definitely for an indie brand, this is, for a first launch, a stellar product. Definitely worth checking out. This product, this serum that goes with this launch, and then their new Light Bright oil have all been like great products. Also arguably my favorite brand launch of 2021, like period. Puerto Rican owned, queer owned, my people. And then the last cleanser I'm gonna talk about, I mentioned this in a recent video about my Snail routine, watch up here. But this is from Mizon. It's their Snail Repairing Foam Cleanser, and as I mentioned, I love a foam cleanser. This just gives me creamy, it gives me nice, like dense lather. This gives me sensorial experience. It feels like literal velvet on the skin, but it smells delicious. Super effective cleanser. I would recommend this more for oily skin types, normal to oily, but if you have dry skin, this doesn't leave you stripped afterwards. But this was just one of those cleansers where I used it and I was like, oh, this is fun to use. It feels great on the skin, and it just like enraptures you in a great sensorial like moment, and sometimes at night, like you really need that. Next, going on to toners and essences. First one I have is one that I've used extensively and mentioned a lot on this channel, and this is from Olivarrier. It's their Dual Moist Toning Lotion. And this one I've mentioned is really interesting because it has like very light emulsion texture to it. And by that I mean, this is primarily a hydrator. It's primarily humectant-based ingredients, but there is squalane up in this. So it has a little bit of emolliency to it. It has a little bit more, I'm gonna stress, very light moisturizing texture on the skin. I would say basically if you have more oily skin. If you have more dry skin though, using this to layer up will start to build up some really nice hydration and moisturization in the skin. But this I love on my face, I love on my body, I love in my hair. Multi-purpose. I've been using this extensively and I've made quite a dent, but I still have a lot to go. And this is one that I will definitely repurchase. Definitely worth checking out if you have dehydrated skin. If during the summertime, you don't like to use a moisturizer, but you still need a little bit of something, great option. And then my next one is from a brand called Choc, which is a K-beauty boutique based in Chicago where I used to live and used to love. This is their Rice Power Essence. And to me, this is just a great product to give you really nice antioxidant skin protecting benefits during the day with some really nice hydration benefits underneath the sunscreen. It's a very very simple all-in-one product. You know, that's really my tea. If I can get as many benefits in one product and in as light of a skin feel as possible, I'm gonna use it. And this just embodies that. It also has some really nice skin brightening benefits just due to some rice bran extract as well as some niacinamide. So overall for me, this is just a really nice like daytime skin prep product that really gets my skin set for the day. Next we go on to serums, and of course I have to mention the Naturium Azelaic Acid Emulsion. I love azelaic acid. I've been testing out, I've been mentioning this on the channel for honestly at least I think a year at this point, where I'm still testing out a lot of azelaic acid based products. Those are products you have to use for a while to really see the benefits, reap the benefits. And I've tried a lot of textures, and this is one of my favorite. It's just a very nice, this is an emulsion, so it's a very nice lightweight moisturizing texture on the skin. I can use this as is and be fine having oily skin, but also it adds the benefit of prepping your skin for more deeper moisturization if you have more dry skin. You have that azelaic acid, which is great for pigment, for redness, for acne, a lot of my main concerns. So I think Naturium did a really good job of formulating this texture and this product. And this to me is one of the more gentle azelaic acid based products. Their serum's a little bit spicy. The Dr. Sam one I've tried, it's also a little bit spicy. The Polished Choice one, the Faith Theory one, depending on my day and my skin situation, can be spicy as well. I have yet to face any irritation or tingle with using this specific product. For that in itself, I think it's also a standout. Next, we have a product from Skin&Lab. This is their Vitamin C Brightening Serum. And I mentioned this in the first video I talked about with this, where it's a very interesting take on a vitamin C from a Korean brand. You have the vitamin C, primarily you have 3-O-ethyl ascorbic acid, so a really nice derivative. You also have niacinamide, which is helping the brightening benefits. You have a little tinge of ascorbic acid up in there too, so pure vitamin C. And then retinol is up in this. You rarely see retinol in a K-beauty product, but this is just a very cute, like hydrating, brightening serum texture. Again, it's something I can use during the daytime to protect my skin. And yes, it has retinol. Yes, I still use it during the daytime. No sensitivity, no tingling, no redness, no irritation. I also like to use it at night because you're also capitalizing on some of the repairing benefits, the moisturizing benefits, the antioxidant benefits, which I like to have at night as well. So again, really good multi-purpose product. And the last serum is one from AprilSkin. This is their Calendula 10% PHA+AHA Resurfacing Serum. This is just hydration in the most lightweight texture I can think of for a serum that also packs a little bit of a resurfacing benefit. It's 10% PHA plus a small percentage of AHA exfoliation as well, but PHAs are very gentle surface exfoliation. They really just get that topmost layer, but they also come with, in my opinion, an even bigger benefit in terms of being really nice humectants and also providing some nice antioxidant benefits as well. And using this every day in a week, I have yet to really face any irritation. I don't feel any sensitivity with it. So it's one that I like to use, and PHAs for me, I just use more frequently as like maintenance throughout the week. And then a couple times I'll go in with a more heavy duty AHA or BHA. So this one is really nice. If you have more sensitive skin, I definitely do recommend. And then the last category is going to be moisturizers. And you're gonna notice a theme with all of these. I'm just gonna say it right now. I have oily, acne prone skin. I love the moisturizing benefits without feeling like I have a moisturizer on. And so all of these really embody that. My number one favorite, and I've mentioned this very, very frequently on the channel so far, is the Bonajour Green Tea Water Balm. And it's very much that, a water balm. It's a water gel texture that just melts into the skin. You feel really, really deep hydration, and it's so lightweight but so plush. This is just a very standard, straight to the point, but very deeply hydrating moisturizer. And next is one from Access Y, and with this one they said, have it your way. This is the Cera-Heart My Type Duo Cream, and basically it is a double compartment product. In one product you have the T-Zone very lightweight hydrating gel cream, and then in the other compartment you have a little bit more of a ceramide rich, more barrier repairing like night cream. And so with this, you can either tailor it to one during the daytime, one during the nighttime, tailor it to specific zones of the face, or cocktail it up. You can have a little bit more of a lightweight or more rich daytime or nighttime cream, whatever you're feeling. But it's just a really great product if you really want to kind of adjust your moisturization level throughout the day or day by day. Centella, one of my favorite ingredients. You have purslane, allantoin, which are really great for soothing the skin and really repairing the skin. And then heartleaf, which is part of the namesake, comes from the fact that you're getting some antioxidant benefits as well as some sebum regulation benefits. One of my favorites from Access Y, like period. And then next I have essentially what is a really lightweight but still rich night cream, barrier cream from Medicube. This is their Blue Erasing Cream. And this is just a really great barrier repairing / soothing moisturizer. I have oily skin, but I still, especially at night, like to really layer up moisturization to make sure my skin barriers in check. That's one of the biggest ways that I can prevent my skin from reacting to changing up products so often, just to make sure my skin barrier is very well maintained and very well repaired. And this is one of the products I really rely on for that. This fundamentally has centella, which is very common in a lot of these, but also very common in a lot of the products that I really love. My skin eats it up. My skin loves centella. But it also just has some really great humectant benefits. I think it has a few different molecular weights of hyaluronic acid as well as panthenol. So this is one of those products where if you want some really good barrier repairing benefits, but for example, niacinamide is really sensitizing to you, or you don't want something that's too rich, this is a great product because I think it's great for sensitive skin types. It feels really nice on the skin, but it doesn't like weigh you down. So especially during summer, this is one I've been reaching for a lot. And the last moisturizer I have is from AprilSkin. It's their Artemisia Squalane Hydra Gel Cream. Again, very similar to the Bonajour one I talked about earlier. Water cream just melts into the skin. This is one of the lightest weight moisturizers I've ever used in that it's silky, but it just melts into the skin. This one, as it mentions, has Artemisia and Squalane. So the Squalane, really plush on the skin, very moisturizing and very nourishing to the skin. With the Artemisia, you're getting some really good anti-inflammatory benefits and some potential antioxidant benefits as well. This is a texture that I can really use during the daytime. No, my skin is moisturized, but I don't feel it. I can't tell that I'm wearing it, but my skin just looks very radiant, very healthy, very glowy. This is one I tend to use a lot as well when my skin's a little bit more compromised or I've over exfoliated, because I can use this during the daytime. My skin will be soothed, but you can't tell that it's on. And the last product I have kind of goes off in its own category. This is the Kinskin Oat Ceramide Relief Oil, and I love an oil. Even having oily skin, I will still very much use an oil. And to me, this is an oil more tailored towards oily skin types. This just feels very lightweight. It melts in very easily and very quickly. But this one, as it says in the title, has oat ceramide oil, which is very soothing. It's very calming on the skin, especially if you have like really inflamed breakouts, you've over exfoliated, your barrier is a little bit compromised. Great option. This also has sea buckthorn oil, which is a really good oil if you have more oily acne prone skin as well. You have borage seed oil, you have jojoba oil, and then it's a really good blend of some nice plant-based botanical oils that are just going to help give your skin a really nice glow, a very nice moisturized feel. This is one of those products I use, again, a little bit more compromised, or it's been a really hot day, my skin's feeling a little bit heat stressed, to really help soothe my skin and just make sure my barrier is good and my skin is nicely soothed. And then also alone in their own category, I have these two from FOREO. If you didn't watch the video, I have that linked up here, but this honestly I needed. My old FOREO was 8 years old and it was on its last leg. So I was very happy when they sent this along to me, just because I like a really deep invigorating cleanse. It does a lot to me to cleanse properly and make sure I'm not going to face the issues of like congested skin or even acne related issues as I'm getting out of the house more. But then I also have their UFO, and this is honestly just such a great product. And for me, it's just the temperature settings. You get the cryo sensation, which is really nice to depuff and really like chill your skin, which when it's hot outside, a little bit of that action on your neck, especially up on the temples, feels amazing. But also you have the thermo setting. So I like to use that after a serum, especially just because I like that heat. It helps my muscles relax, especially in my forehead, because I don't know if you could tell, I'm very expressive. And so I use these muscles a lot and they get really tense, but also it's just very relaxing on your skin as you're giving yourself a nice massage, which in esthetician school, we do a lot of facial massages. We learn a lot about the impact and the benefits of that. And so this is a great tool to be able to do that at home if you can splurge on it. Because again, these aren't necessary. They're just really fun splurges, but definitely this was a highlight of the year. And I was very thankful to get this to just replace my older version. And with that, those are some of my favorite products of 2021 so far. The year is still young. We got 6 more months to go. But let me know down in the comments, what have been some of your favorite product launches or product discoveries of this year so far? I always love hearing what you guys have to say. And also make sure you hit the subscribe button, notification bell, so that you know when I post more skincare, sunscreen, and fancy related content on my channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.